Hello. Today at many interviews, candidates are being asked to prepare a 5 or 10-minute presentation as part of the assessment process. Now, if you've been asked to deliver a presentation at interview, please don't rush to start and prepare your presentation. Before you start creating content and slides, stop and ask one simple question. Why have they asked me this presentation question? Because in my experience, how you interpret the question will decide whether your presentation hits the mark or completely misses it, resulting in interview rejection. I'm Elizabeth Conley. I'm a senior interview coach at Interview Skills Clinic. So why have the hiring managers set your interview presentation question? An interview presentation isn't really just about presentation and communication skills. It's designed to test your insight, your judgment, and your readiness, really, to do the job. The panel want to see, do you understand their organisation, their goals, and some of their challenges? Can you apply your experience to their context? And of course, can you communicate that clearly and confidently? Let's take a typical senior level example question. You might be asked something like, how would you build and sustain a department's narrative or strategy and their identity that supports the organisation mission and performance over the next 5 years? Now, in my experience, most candidates treat that as a vision and strategy exercise and describe what they'd like to do, involving lots of research. But what the panel really want to see is your insight, your understanding of the organisation's strategy and its challenges. And importantly, how has your previous experience equipped you to make an impact in this role? So instead of just saying what you do, show why you do it and where you've done it before. Let's look at another very common presentation question. What would you do in the first 90 days? Now, most candidates make the mistake of describing the textbook process, meeting stakeholders, listening, learning about the priorities, reviewing structures, etc. But that's not really what hiring managers are testing. They're looking to see, what is your insight into their current situation? What do you understand from your research and from your experience, how you're going to add value from day one? They know the process of putting together a 90-day plan. The best answers blend observation, understanding and evidence from your past experience. So how should you structure your presentation? When you're preparing, focus on 3 essentials. 1, interpret the question. Spend time here. What's being tested? 2, demonstrate insight. What do you know about their priorities and context? And 3, promote your experience. After all, that's what an interview is all about. Where have you delivered something like this before? Keep it short and visual, of course, 2 or 3 slides at the most. And if you're online, speak naturally from bullet points rather than reading the script. The key is this: a great presentation isn't really just about presenting, the obvious. It's about showing that you understand the organisation and can add value immediately. Before you start writing, pause and ask yourself, why have they asked me this question? What do they want? What do I want them to remember about me? That's how you turn a presentation into an opportunity to stand out and ultimately be offered the role. Now, if you'd like more practical help preparing for an interview presentation, subscribe to Interview Skills Clinic for weekly interview tips and book a free consultation at interviewskillsclinic.co.uk to discuss some one-to-one coaching. Good luck with your next interview. Bye.